curiosity questions,
Sure,
which
yeah.
are, I bought the Spikenard Extra,
Mhm.
and when Letty had talked about you were having the connection, the Wi-Fi problem, so I didn't get to follow up with the.
Oh, yeah, last week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, she described a problem that I've been dealing with for a really long time, and you had suggested a couple of other. Well, I mean, I've been going to the acupuncturist and all this sort of stuff, and I was like, oh my gosh, I've never really worked on the front part of my chest, and you had talked about that with her.
Yes.
So I started applying the Spikenard Extra and massaging it on the front and on the top and on the back, getting on the shoulder blade, and it's really making a difference. So my curiosity is it the massaging, or what is in Spikenard Extra? What is it?
Yeah, so it's Spikenard, and let me look it up, but I want to say it's a bunch of like mandarin, and it's made to be an antispasmodic.
Is it a coincidence, or is it really appropriate that I'm using it in that area?
I originally made it for neck and shoulder issue.
Okay, great.
Yeah, so I'll tell you exactly what's in it though.
So my intuition is leading me in the right direction.
You nailed it. Yeah, good job. Spikenard.
Because it's been, I mean, it's just, there's some days when all I can think about is how much my shoulder and everything hurts.
Yeah, I hate those days. Yeah, I have those too. Like if I stay on my routine, I don't have them too often, but if I fall off my routine, it happens. Okay, so it's Spikenard, it's clary sage, Roman chamomile, mandarin petitgrain, and then mandarin.
Mandarin
Petitgrain, and then yeah. Basically, mandarin petitgrain is leaves. So you have the mandarin from the peel, mandarin from the leaves, chamomile, which is a antispasmodic, clary sage is a antispasmodic and a nervine. Spikenard is very good, antispasmodic, nervine. And the thing that's good about Spikenard is, sometimes when we have like overuse issues, or when there's something's been inflamed for a while, it creates like a bit of a muscle imbalance where the muscle the area where there's inflammation loses its tone, and so the muscles that oppose that area go into spasm. Then when the inflammation goes away, your body just goes, we're going to be in spasm. It doesn't balance out. And Spikenard, valerian, and vetiver all balance out the muscle tissues. So if there's like a muscle imbalance, and like with your cycling, easy to have a muscle imbalance because you use the front part of your legs very differently than the back part of your legs. And so one of the remedies for that even could be putting Spikenard like on the legs, or Spikenard Extra or vetiver or something of that nature. But anytime where there's a muscle imbalance that's due to like an overuse syndrome or like inflammation or inflammatory syndrome is usually when I use Spikenard Extra. Yeah, I think, didn't we originally make that for your shoulder?
Yeah.
Yeah, I made it originally for Samantha's, like she injured like kind of got hit in the head and the neck like many years ago, and she would just have this syndrome pop up. And so I'd been making Spikenard Extra for a very long time, but we just fine-tuned it a little bit for her issue, and it was working so good. I started using it on myself, and then it just escalated where we started using it on other people, and I was like, I like this new formula. And so Yeah.
Well, this actually, the whole problem with my neck started long before I was even doing a lot of cycling.
Mhm.
I was one of those people that turned my whole body instead of my head. And I
Oh
never,
yeah, that's a neck issue, neck and
yeah,
shoulder. Yeah, that's
yeah,
neck and shoulder big time.
yeah. I didn't even
Yeah.
realize I did it because I've been doing it for so long and
Yeah.
the weight
That's
stopped me.
usually either the upper trapezius or the levator scapula. It's usually one or the other.
Yeah. Well, I've broken
Yeah.
free from that, and now your Miracle Spikenard Extra is my new
Good,
favorite.
good, good. Yeah.
One more
Uh,
curiosity